stay with me. Oh, no, I don't like those bastards. They don't like me either.
You have to treat them with respect and love, and they will love you. Like, you see how mine is staying around?
Yeah.
Ever wondered what will happen if a semi-stable scientist, one lab explosion away from being a supervillain, teams up
With a caffeine-addicted screenwriter ready to fight the system?
Well, buckle up, buckaroo, 'cause we're about to dive right in to the madness of transdimensional travels.
Take a seat in the front row as we take beloved movies from this dimension and pitch it with a completely different genre, thus creating a whole new classic. Hi, I'm Mels.
And I'm Professor Lito Amashi, and this is In Another Reality.
A transdimensional journey exploring beloved stories in another universe.
Imagine mad scientist.
Meets Starbucks screenwriter. We basically take just beloved movies from this dimension and pitch it with a new genre and therefore a new plot in another one. Yeah, this is a special episode.
Time to get spooky.
Exactly. This is gonna be released on Halloween, and yeah, we love Halloween.
It's the best and the only celebrational day for me.
I mean, we're queer, so it's like our main holiday.
Yeah, I can't add anything to that. I was gonna say, yeah, you know, all the queerest people celebrate Halloween. And yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, and I don't know, I would say we don't have more news or anything at the moment. The first episode just dropped. I'm excited and nervous and like can't wait how it's going. Got some listeners. Self-promotion is awkward.
Yeah, that's true. I have to do a correction. I realized that while transcribing the first episode that I called the Pirate Queen Shang-Chi, and it isn't Shang-Chi. It's Shang-Chi.
Oh, right, you did. You were like, oh, Shang-Chi, Marvel, let's go.
Yeah, I'm still in that crush phase on Shang-Chi that I actually messed up. I'm sorry, both are amazing. Both are super cool, but they aren't the same unless Shang-Chi decides to become a female and be a pirate. I'm standing that. I would love to see that, but it's not unfortunately canon, so apologies.
I didn't even clock it because they sound so similar.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that is a thing that happened, and we realized that the ships we mentioned are totally different, right?
Yeah. That was also a thing. There's a meme about it now.
Yeah, on Instagram. At J.E.L.Lehnsherr _official if you want to look at the prime memes about the first episode.
Oh boy, I'm still haunted by Vision.
Yeah. Yeah, last time, as we talked about now, we did Master and Commander. And this time we decided on a movie together because it's a special episode and we wanted to do a horror movie. And we thought, like, what is the funniest movie we can take and make it into a horror movie? We are partially influenced but make it scary, and our role model is Skye Ramadan in this case, I would say, because we decided on a rom-com.
As one does.
Do you want to say what it is?
Oh yeah, it's somewhat of a classic, especially amongst queer people. It's Mamma Mia, the musical. The first part, though.
Yeah, and we're gonna make it into a horror movie.
Oh boy. I'm really looking forward to reveal the genre because I'm low-key scared our brain cell is doing the mayonnaise dance and haven't come up with the same genre. So we'll see in a bit.
Yeah, for the listeners out there, we have a brain cell we share. And this brain cell is mayonnaise addicted, so yes. it's scary to think that we might pick the same. And we picked a subgenre, so at least there's some kind of like reveal here. And it's not just, we're doing horror movie with Mamma Mia. That would be boring. Each of us thought about a subgenre and or like a trope or a common thing that happens in horror movies. So, do you want to start with yours?
Okay. Just to be clear, I do have a backup. If this one turns out to be the same as Mel's, I have a backup thing ready. Okay.
Yeah?
Alright, because it's a wedding, and what do you do on weddings? You take pictures, you take videos. So my genre is found footage.
Oh, that's amazing. No, it's not at all what I have.
Thank the stars.
Yeah, my genre is folklore.
I was so close to pick that one.
Because I thought there is this like kind of subplot kind of thing that they just like mention is like Aphrodite's fountain. Aphrodite's fountain. That's like the hotel is built on. So I was like, okay, that's kind of folklore-y. So I went in a folklore direction. Okay, I don't know, do you have a trope as well, or do you only have a subgenre?
My trope would have been Last Girl Standing.
So like a final girl?
Yeah.
Okay, my trope is it only fits if we have a killer. Not sure if we will, but if we have a killer, it's a trope that the killer never runs, but is always right behind the victim who is running.
Oh, I love that one.
Like the typical Jason Voorhees thing where he's like never running but is always still behind the victims and able to catch them. This is the trope I picked.
Dimensional transport, bitches.
Yeah, does he?
Yeah, it's not really dimensional, but you know.
I mean, there are theories that he's able to teleport. There are theories he's not able to teleport. It's a spicy topic.
Maybe he's just that fast.
The thing is, anytime it looks like he teleports, we don't see him for a second, so maybe he runs, he just doesn't like to be filmed while running.
Yeah, I have to agree with him there. Do you know how stupid I look when I'm running?
Exactly, maybe he does like the Naruto run and don't want anyone to see, so he only runs when the camera is not on him and nobody's looking at him.
He's doing the red light, green light situation.
He's actually a weeping angel.
He is. Oh, poor baby.
Do we want to explain our genres first before we get into like the movie and the characters? I mean, I don't think I have to say much about like the horror genre. Everybody knows a horror movie. The basic thing about horror movies is that it's just creepy and there to spook you or creep you out in some form.
Yeah, or you just use them as comfort movies because you're queer.
Obviously, you do that as well, but
yeah,
there is some element of scary, spooky, disturbing in there. I don't know about this episode. I think we're going to go more in a campy direction, actually, because Mamma Mia is pretty campy. And again, we're queer.
I have another nightmare image. It is Pierce Brosnan in camp shorts and a terrible mustache. Because you said camp. Yeah, you went there.
No. I reject this image. Be gone, thought. Okay. Do you want to say something about found footage? Because...
I'm just gonna read out the shit I wrote down. Genre as found footage, in which all or a substantial part of the work is presented as if it were discovered, film or video recordings. It can be private movies, a documentary or a mockumentary.
Yes, I mean, I think a famous example would be Blair Witch Project.
Gotta love the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, it's one of the classic, it's one of the good ones, for sure. Yeah, folklore. Folklore takes, like the name suggests, some kind of folklore or legend and gives it a little horror twist. Sometimes it doesn't even need the twist because folklores can be really, really horrifying and haunting. An example would be fairies or fae. It could be... you could argue that the Blair Witch Project is kind of a folklore also, since it has like the legend about the Blair Witch. Yeah, I think a famous example would be Midsummer.
Oh.
I haven't actually seen it yet. I have to see it, but I haven't had the time, and nobody wants to watch it with me, and I hate watching. Yeah, I know, you're there. We need to watch more horror movies together.
Excuse me. If I would have known, I watched Midsummer the other day and was like, that is such a great movie. I need to bring it to the podcast, and I had no idea you haven't watched it.
No, I haven't watched it yet. My horror movies, like, I know a lot about them, but I haven't watched a lot. Like, I watched a decent amount, but not as many as I would like to watch. I'm not a fan of watching movies alone, especially horror movies. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat sometimes.
Aww.
So, yeah.
I'm a weird person when it comes to horror movies. I don't know, the story has to be compelling, the story has to be somewhat interesting, it has to be somewhat folklore or historical. The last horror movie I watched was, besides Midsummer, was Catacombs, because I love the psychology aspect of it, and it plays in a location where I really want to go. It's the Catacombs of Paris.
Yeah.
I would love to go there. Because I'm a bit of a history buff, a bit of a history nerd, and I love going to places like this. I've been to catacombs in various countries, but sadly not yet in the Paris one. Thanks to Corona, I'm probably not gonna go there in a while.
Yeah. I think catacombs are really cool and also a bit spooky, so it's like a great location for a horror movie. What is the last horror movie I watched? I'm not even sure. I watch a lot of kill counts from Dead Meat. I don't know if you guys know that. It's definitely a recommendation. I think the last actual horror movie I watched, I would say, was Cam, which is like a newer one and really, really awesome. I also got the recommendation because I listened to the podcast from Dead Meat. It's a horror movie written by a woman, and it's about sex work, but like really in a positive light, because she used to work in the industry. And it deals with problems and with just stuff people who work in this industry run into, but it doesn't put it in a bad lighting, or like the problem isn't that this person is working in this industry. It's just like a thing that's there. Yeah, and I like how they treated this subject, because it's something that's often like not well treated in movies, but they did an amazing job. Okay, we talked a lot about horror movies and our experience. Let's talk Mamma Mia.
Yeah, I have the most ridiculous breakdown of characters.
All right, let's listen to it. If I have something I wanna add, I will, but otherwise...
Yeah, I just wrote down the first names and just basically what the hell they are. We have Donna, played by the amazing Meryl Streep.
Yes.
My girl.
Yes.
I love her so much. Then we have Sophie, her daughter, aka the bride, played by the cutest bean of cutest beans, Amanda Seyfried. Then we have Tanya and Rosie, no idea about the actresses. They are Donna's friends. They used to be in a band with Donna.
Yeah, then they were named Donna and the Dynamites.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the band who like did the ABBA songs in this universe.
Yeah. Then we have the possible fathers. We have Sam, and I just wrote 007 to remember who he was. So he was played by Pierce Brosnan. We all remember as James Bond. The chemistry between Sam and Donna is on point, like Meryl Streep and Pierce Brosnan. The chemistry is on fleek. Then there's Harry. He's played by Colin Firth, who I did not put down as Mr. Darcy because he's not my Mr. Darcy. But carry on. You have to watch Pride and Prejudice and find out for yourself. And then we have Bill, played by Stellan Skarsgård. And
I'm really proud of you to pronounce his name. I wasn't putting down the actor's name for that reason. Okay, carry on.
I just put down Viking in brackets because he played a Viking on King Arthur, the 2005 film, so I can remember. So they are the possible fathers. they slept with Donna in like a 25 days span or something.
Yes.
It was insane. Like, the span of conception is 25 days, and she slept with all of them. Weird, but okay. Then we have Skye Ramadan. He's the fiancé of Sophie.
Wait, you have the name for, like...
Oh, yeah, I was confused if his name was actually Skye, and then I put down the last name of him because I was like...
You found the last name? Oh, I only ever heard Skye. Interesting. Yeah, okay, carry on. No, it's Skye.
He's played by Ian Fleming himself. No, he's played by Dominic Cooper, who probably plays somebody else, but I just remember him as being Ian Fleming.
Yeah, he plays young Howard Stark in the MCU.
Oh. Well, never mind. And then we have, as a location, the wonderful, sadly fucking fictional...
Yes, I know. It's so sad.
Island of Kalkairi? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's happening in Greece. I'm sad it is fictional because there are so many great Greek islands.
And it looks so wonderful, let's be real. It's the most magical place. No wonder that, like, Aphrodite's fountain is, like, there located.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing. Okay, do you have more about the characters a bit, or is that it?
Well, basically, Donna never told Sophie who her father is, and Sophie was just like, I want to have my dad at the wedding. So she invited the 3 dudes, who could be their possible father, to their wedding, and everything is a bit of mischief and chaos and music, apparently.
How could you forget that? It's like the ABBA musical called Mamma Mia.
Yeah, I had other things on my mind. I was probably too distracted by Dominic Cooper and Amanda Seyfried to care that there's music. Even though, thinking about it, the only song I actually remember from that goddamn movie is the one where they are singing on the beach.
Lay All Your Love on Me.
Yeah, that's the only song I'm actually always remembering.
No, I always remember The Winner Takes It All because the performance is so amazing from Meryl Streep. Like, it's the most amazing performance. It's so heartfelt. It's so great. It's I live for this. I live for this.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but...
It was while they were walking up to the chapel for the wedding, and Sam caught up with her and tried to talk to her, and then she, like, had this song, and it was an amazing performance.
I went near a tree, and there was a lot of wind, and I'm still wondering how they managed to sing against the wind. Yeah, things I remember. It's interesting that we have different songs we remember.
I mean, I
well.
could probably, like, I wrote them also down, but I could probably just get them out of my mind right now. We have Honey Honey, we have The Winner Takes It All, we have SOS,
Give me
a man after midnight, yes. That we have, then we have Lay All Your Love on Me, we have Chiquitita, even if it's only short. We have I Do, we have Waterloo at the end credits. It's not actually part of the musical.
Which is a shame, because Waterloo is one of my favorite songs.
I mean, it's one of the most iconic. They had to get it in there somehow. We have Dancing Queen, obviously. We have Mamma Mia, obviously. We have Slipping Through My Fingers, actually.
I was gonna say, we have
I love this song.
Starting with School Bag in Hand.
Yes. It's such a touching song. I love it so much.
I can remember the title because it's not one of these songs which I used from ABBA. It was the first time I actually heard that song.
Yeah, I think same. Yeah. Let's see if we keep the songs.
Yeah.
I'm actually all for it. I think it would be really funny to keep those songs. Anyways, just about, like, the characters real quick. I just have some bullet points about their, like, characterization. I've Donna marked down as the hotel owner. She owns, like, the villa on this island, and she's a bit of a mess, chaotic, pretty stubborn and independent. She's a loving mother, and she's a drama queen for sure.
Oh, true.
And she was the singer of the band.
Completely forgot about that.
We have Sophie. She's the daughter, like you said, of Donna. She's romantic and very curious. She's a bit of a dreamer, also stubborn like her mother. She's selfless in the sense that she's helping Donna with the hotel, even though she could exploring the world or like do something else. And yeah, she wants to find her fathers, and she marries soon. Yeah, Sam, that's the architect, the one who has the great chemistry with Donna. Yeah, he is also really loving, and I wrote down that he's funny and that he's. I wrote down that he's hot.
He's James Bond, for fuck's sake. We know. He has to be hot.
Then Harry, he works at the bank. He it could also be Sophie's father. He's clumsy and awkward, pretty naive, and he's a bicon. Don't forget to mention that he's like the bicon, because Donna was like the only woman he ever loved, and other than that, he loved men.
I completely forgot about that. In my book, he was gay. That's the thing.
I mean, yes, he is maybe. Also, he maybe is also gay, but like he loved Donna, so I put him down as a bicon. But it's up for the debate. That's sure.
Yeah, fair enough. I always completely forget that there's a tale of love between that, because I just don't see it.
Yeah, it was there for like a hot second because he's possibly the father, so...
Yeah, no, I don't see the love between any of the characters. I'm just watching it, but that might be my...
I mean, I see.
Yeah, that might be my ace filter there.
Yeah, he means very well, and he's basically a puppy. Bill is like full of an adventure. He is like risk-taking. He's fun. He's a writer. And... honestly, if I had like to bet who is actually the father, I would say he is.
Yeah, my money is on Bill, aka Stellan Skarsgård.
Yes.
My money is on him.
Same.
Because Pierce Brosnan is way too fucking obvious.
I don't think he fits. I think it's Bill. Anyways, Tanya is very rich. She's like a manizer. She's married multiple times and divorced. She's very sassy. She loves partying and she's witty. And she's very self-confident. She has the great "Does Your Mother Know" song. And where she is, she's just great. I love her.
She's the life of the party, and also she did that amazing stunt at the beach with that one guy who was floating.
Yeah, that was the song. That was "Does Your Mother Know." Then there is Rosie. She's also she's an author like Bill is. She's also a little bit awkward and clumsy. She's fun, and she's like the single Pringle of the group. Even though Donna is as well. After she got Sophie, she wasn't much into dating. Yeah, and Skye is also really selfless because he's ready to help and like put his dreams aside for Sophie, and yeah, he's a himbo. Basically, it boils down to himbo. Okay, I think the setting up of all the people and locations took longer than usual, but we're ready to make a movie.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, let's do the plotting.
Okay, found footage, folklore. We keep the wedding, right?
We keep the we can keep the wedding.
My initial idea was like we have the fountain of Aphrodite.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something we should use.
Yes.
And I think we can do the found footage. Like you said, it's a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely recording it.
Yeah, and Donna's hotel, because Skye's maybe he's a bit richer, or maybe he's a bit more into security, has actually installed CCTV cameras. Like, the hotel isn't as broke and as trashed as it is in the original movie. Maybe it's a bit more It's a tiny bit more stable.
More polished.
More polished. Like, it's still a bit like in the movie, but it's not as a death trap as it is sometimes there in the movie. It has CCTV cameras.
Yes.
So,
those are always creepy footage, and that is always creepy.
yeah, and they are like these typical 90s CCTV cameras. Not the newest ones, because the newest ones have way to clear with images, but they're like a bit shady. They have like this flicker if you would put them in.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're always like a great device. The question is, do we want to do everything in found footage, or do we want to switch between like just a normal movie and those cameras?
Yeah.
It's difficult. You can't answer a
Yeah,
question that
true.
has an or in the middle
True.
with yeah or no.
Damn. Why is talking so complicated? Why can't we do telepathy?
I mean, then the listener wouldn't hear what we're trying to do.
Oh, yeah, right. Damn it, mayonnaise brain cell. Damn it. I would love it to be told from the perspective of someone, and then we have footage. Like, it is footage, but also movie.
So, but if you say you want it from the perspective of someone, someone could also like film it the whole time.
Yeah.
Then we
have this immortal camera guy who isn't really interacting with anyone. Perhaps.
But then it would be just a movie. Then we don't need a guy behind the camera.
Yeah, true. I would like to be, could be a guest of the wedding or several people who are filming stuff. And then we also have the CCTV cameras, but we also have normal scenes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea to not bound ourselves to just found footage, because it works great for some things, but I can't really see it for Mamma Mia.
No.
You know where also the found footage could be really helpful? In the movie, we have like the diary where Sophie like finds stuff out. What if the diary are actually like old tapes where she finds stuff out? Then we have like the found footage from like the past, and from the now we have the guests who are like taping the wedding or like taking pictures, and we have the security cameras, and then all of that is incorporated into like a normal movie.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so we established a framework.
Yes.
What is the actual plot?
What's the actual plot? Yeah, I would stick with someone's getting married and we have 3 possible fathers.
Yes, but like where comes the horror in, you know?
The horror comes in. I'm not sure if we're keeping the last girl standing. Maybe the creature is is going through the ranks and trying to help Sophie find the possible father. It just eliminates everyone. Till the last one is standing, and that's the father.
I would say if we have a final girl, it would be Sophie, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, final girl as in Sophie's linked with the folklore creature somehow. Like.
So she's doing it.
Yeah, like, I think she's desperate. She really wants a father. Her mother's not giving her any answers. And then she's crying one night at the fountain of Aphrodite. And a creature, Mothman, not Mothman, a creature like Mothman, then decided to take pity on her. And then she's like inviting those 3, probably more guys. I don't know. And yeah, the creature is just taking out one by one.
Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I have 2 other ideas, kind of. One idea was we're actually like dealing with Aphrodite.
Ooh.
Aphrodite's actually the killer.
Oh, I like Aphrodite being the killer.
Because we have the fountain. We could argue that maybe she's upset about the whole like love not it's not really a triangle, but like Donna and like the potential partners, and that the wedding is supposed to happen, but there are complications. That maybe she's just upset, and like she likes messing with people's love life.
Yeah.
She's known to do that. Or completely different direction is we're going back to when Donna was impregnated, and we say, is Donna maybe a siren or something, and that's how she got all the dudes? And now the time of the dudes is up or something like that, because I don't know. And in the end, like Donna and excuse me, and in the end, Donna and Sophie are like the bad guys.
Would have loved. Sophie was always in my plan being the bad guy or the person who is killing people. Like, that was my plan from the start. The Siren Theory is amazing. Do love the Aphrodite idea as well.
I mean, in theory, you could just munch all three ideas together and do something with it.
Yeah. That would make... So Sophie would be a half siren then, because she's not a pure blood. Maybe she has to earn her siren status by killing her father. And because Donna doesn't know who the father is, and is not able to reveal it, Sophie gets upset, cries at the fountain of Aphrodite. Aphrodite finds out that one of her... Actually, Aphrodite and the sirens aren't related.
What if they're like maybe not sirens, just like Donna is just like a daughter of Aphrodite or something? And they would also explain how she like attracted so many men, because daughters or like children of Aphrodite are supposed to be really attractive, and she is.
She's played by Lily James and Meryl Streep, of course. She has to be a child of Aphrodite. My idea was actually she was the siren bit. Sirens are the daughters of Poseidon, and Poseidon and Aphrodite don't actually get along, and that's why Aphrodite is like, oh, I'm so going to fuck up those creatures. And yeah, she comes down and brings more mischief and talks to Sophie in the face of a friend. It's like, invite all of your possible fathers for the sacrifice. Something like that. And then we'll have the sacrifice rolling.
Okay. Yeah, that could work. So, Donna is a siren.
Pure blood siren, daughter of Poseidon.
Can they live outside of water? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a horror movie. We're bending the rules. We're just taking some material.
But we would go with the stereotypical siren, like has a fishtail and is good in water, not the actual crow. No, not the actual chicken-legged human siren.
We can go like multiple directions. Like, I mean, in Greek mythology, sirens can live in and outside of water, right?
You might be confusing them with mermaids. Because the sirens, I know, they have wings. And they are part bird.
They are harpies.
No, the other type of sirens. I don't
know. Sirens are at the sea because they're there to draw in sailors to drown.
Yeah, but I thought it were the other kind of sirens. Because there are like two type of sirens.
I'm gonna Google real quick.
Perhaps I'm getting my mythology mixed up and it's actually the other way around. But I feel like sirens were the ones which had wings. Like harpies are after you.
Harpies have definitely wings.
Yeah, they are after you, but they are like children of Fury, the goddess of wrath.
Yes.
But it would make more sense if we were the fish-tailed ones.
They are actually half bird. You're actually right. But they still live in water, right? Or near the water.
They live near the water.
Okay. So, sirens are kind of bird and kind of woman. Maybe we just say they look like normal humans, but are able... Oh my god. I just realized something. The siren song draws people in.
Yeah.
Donna is the fucking singer of the band.
Awkward finger gun pointment for the guy, for everyone who hasn't seen been in the room just now. Yeah. Like that idea. And maybe those three guys were just so strong to withstand. Maybe they were heroes. Maybe they are also sons of gods.
Yes.
That's why they didn't die when Donna tried to murk them.
You know what? We can use the cameras, and cameras could be the way to reveal the true identity. Like, they can disguise themselves as normal human, but on camera, they can't.
They have this very sheenish glow to them, like no filter could affect them. Or they have human particles floating around them, revealing the godnesses.
So, like, if you take a picture, Donna might look like a chicken woman.
Oh my god. That's my mother. Your mother looks like a chicken. What? No. Oh shit. Mom, why do we never take pictures of each other? Why don't we have any pictures? I just look horrible on camera, child.
Actually horrible.
Yeah, probably they have also these really obscene unclenched jaws.
Okay, so we log in. Donna is a siren, and we have heroes.
Yes.
Awesome. I love it.
What if Skye is also a hero? Skye could look like a hero.
Yes, he could.
But he's like, maybe he's also some kind of half-blood as well. That's why Donna is like, yeah, okay, you can have him.
I mean, and like heroes are typically the children of a god and a mortal, so they're actually all half-bloods, right?
Yeah, unless you have a hero which is full blood. There are some.
Who?
My brain is doing the catalog. I can think about lots of Japanese mythology.
Yeah, but we're in Greek mythology.
I know. I'm trying to scan my brain for some. Yeah, my brain is coming up with monsters and not heroes. That's a sad thing. Yeah, no. We'll come to this back later. Maybe in the next episode, like 5 episodes down the road. I'm gonna be, hey, by the way, I found a hero which isn't half blood from Greek mythology, just like the bit with Master and Commander.
Yep, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that this is exactly what will happen.
In the end, we are hopping fucking dimensions. And yeah, that's what to be expected if one does the dimensional tango.
Dimensional tango? The transdimensional tango, the TT.
Oh shit, the double T. The transdimensional tango. Oh, that's what happens if you have the X-Men jazz in your head stuck. You'll start dancing the transdimensional tango.
Okay. We established that Donna is a siren, and therefore Sophie is part siren and part hero, actually. Because the fathers are heroes.
Oh, yeah, true.
So she's something special.
Yeah, it's a conflict of nature. So she has to do the ultimate sacrifice to become either a full hero or a full siren. And of course, Donna has trained her marvelous offspring to be full siren.
Yes. Definitely. Yeah, I think we're definitely going in the direction that Donna and Sophie are the killers. Just vibing.
Just doing my little, ooh, it's about to get murdery here. Dance, wiggle.
We could also say that Sophie kills Donna in the end because she finds out that she's part hero and gets upset with Donna for never telling her. So
it is a great idea because she doesn't know she's part hero. She just thinks she's half siren, has to earn her siren status, and is always told, oh, don't fall for the heroes, don't trust the heroes, and is feeling bad because she fell for Skye, who is hero.
I mean, we could say they're living the totally normal life like it is at the beginning of Mamma Mia. And then she finds out that Skye is actually a hero who's there to kill Donna.
Mm-hmm.
Would make sense, right?
Yeah.
So she snaps and kills Skye. He has to die. Everyone has to die.
Oh, not the pretty boy. This is not the revenge for Tony. I do that with other actors. Yeah, Skye is the first to die.
I think so, because she finds out that he's actually a hero, and
maybe does she find that out on the day of her wedding? Because that would be such an emotional roller coaster, and she just goes on a killing spree.
So we moved the wedding more in the middle or beginning of the movie, right?
Should be more in the middle. Maybe maybe there are some killings of like wedding guests or disappearances of wedding guests.
Mm-hmm.
Just to feed off the energy. Donna does that.
Makes sense.
Like, just have some little snacks around. There was tons of wedding guests.
And also, if Donna, like, let's say we keep the same thing. Sophie just wants to know who her father is.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how terrible it must be to bring to her little island 3 heroes who have the potential to kill them.
Oof.
So she has even more reason to be upset that they are there.
Yes. Especially because, like, she gathers all the information, starts learning about the heroes, and then they are revealed, and it's just like, oh my god, it's not a happy family reunion, it's not a happy marriage, it's actually kill or get killed.
Yes, definitely.
And it's like at the beginning it's all happy and cheery and you're vibing with it because oh my god, we're having such a great time. And then at some point there's like the tip of a coin, there's this point of no return.
Yes.
And it just gets worse and worse from there.
Yeah, in the end we're gonna have a really bloody wedding.
Oh, Quentin Tarantino is going to be so fucking proud of us.
Definitely. What about Donna's friends? They're also sirens, right?
Yeah, of course.
They're part of the band. And because they're all back together, they especially influence each other and start snacking on all the guests.
Yeah.
And Sophie is even kind of concerned, be like, Mom, please stop snacking on the guests. I want some left for the wedding.
I mean, look at Tanya. Tanya is such a ladies' killer.
Yeah, she's a man-eater.
Like,
she's literally a man-eater.
Like, that's canon, the actual movie, and we're just stretching it out to an actual body count. Oh my god, what if, like, Sam, Bill, and Harry have, like, also especially assigned weapons, and they turn against them in the end? Like, Sophie kinda ends up killing Sam, I don't know, with a golden gun, because James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Harry then like, gets impaled with a sword on Bill.
You know which goddess is Sam's mom? Athena.
Athena.
Because he's an architect.
Oh my god.
And Athena and Poseidon fucking hate each other.
I know. We have created something so epic Quentin Tarantino and Peter Jackson will bury themselves. Just saying.
Yes, and we keep the songs because they're sirens and they think to lure the people in.
Yeah. Also, imagine Honey Honey, how you thrill me. In a fight song? In a fighting...
Yeah, I think that we should also have like a lot of like drippy images, like kind of like you're on drugs, you know, when the songs like kick in, that like the vision gets maybe a little bit blurry or everything gets a little bit too colorful and too...
Everything gets a bit flat, so low-key flashy because we don't want to overwhelm people with epilepsy, but something gets really fast at some point and then it slows down again and the colors get intense and the atmosphere is just...
And everything seems to be really happy and really great, and then death.
Yeah, you realize at some point the music just gets a bit too happy. You know, in movies when there's this music tipping point, and you know, oh, this, shit, we have to get out of here. Oh my god, something bad is gonna happen. And then there's another happy scene and you're like, this is not gonna last. We're so fucked. Shit, get out of there. And then it goes, vroom, and death and destruction.
Yeah. Awesome. So Donna had this band to lure in people to eat, to feast on with her best friends. Eventually, she got a daughter. Maybe, you know, she needs to know that those are like actually heroes.
Mm.
The daughter is stupid enough because she doesn't know to invite those heroes to her wedding. And Donna has to like avoid them or keep them at bay so they can't kill her.
Mm.
And then there comes the point where Sophie finds out that she's about to marry a hero who's actually sent there to kill her mom.
Mm.
So she snaps at the wedding and it's a total bloodbath from there.
Oh, yeah. That wonderful white dress is going to be Carrie style, stained all over.
Yes. Okay. We have found footage like through the pictures and through seeing like the videos that Donna did in the past and the pictures in the past, so we know who those people are. And maybe they look also like a little bit funny on the pictures, but Sophie's like, it's because those pictures are old.
Yeah, the pictures are old and the camera is a bit shaky and blurry.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, what we could do, we could low-key hint that there's some weird shit with the CCTV cameras. Like somebody's disappearing and you just see a weird blur.
Yeah, definitely. I would say we use it like the first, like till the wedding, everything's kind of like Mamma Mia. Way too happy, way too like musical and that and these. But the only scenes where this kind of atmosphere is broken is with those cameras. And when they show how some wedding guest goes missing, or show some blood, or show like actually like a dead body somewhere, it's just like flashes in between. And at the wedding, Sophie snaps, and from then on, it's like a full blown on like horror movie with survivors trying to hide or barricade down or like somehow get off the island, and Sophie, Donna, plus Tanya and Rosie just stalking them.
Yeah. Also because like it's a major event that Sophie is earning her full siren status. Nobody could escape off the island because Poseidon or like the other goddesses of the ocean are like the waves are way too high to actually run a boat out there.
Yeah.
And it's too dangerous to attempt. Like if you're trying to go into the water, they will drag you off and eat you. So there's in theory, no survivors except for Sophie. Maybe a dad, or are we just gonna kill off all the dads?
I mean, at first I thought we kill off Donna, but I actually think we have like the four sirens just stand tall in the end. Do we have what Skye? Skye, is it Aphrodite?
Skye being the son of Aphrodite, or Skye being just Aphrodite?
Oh!
I would love Skye just being Aphrodite because hell yeah.
Yes.
Like, yes.
Fuck, I love it.
And here we have the next inspiration for the new deity saga. Because I don't think I had Aphrodite yet. Huh. It's a poetry saga. I'm writing at the moment. Greek mythology, newly written with either characters or actors or something, and they get poems. Now we
Awesome.
Skye is Aphrodite. I like that. Dominic Cooper would make great Aphrodite.
So, but why is Skye seducing Sophie? What is the motivation of Aphrodite?
To piss off fucking Poseidon.
Obviously.
That's the main
So,
motivation.
But we can't kill them because they are God.
Yeah.
So Aphrodite, maybe we are thinking that Skye is a hero, maybe a son of Aphrodite. It looks like we killed Skye. But then at like the very last shot, we reveal it's actually Aphrodite. And that's how the movie ends. Siren's alive and Aphrodite gets up. And then maybe we set up a part 2 where it's Aphrodite against the Sirens or something.
Yeah.
Why are we always setting up parts 2?
Because some movies just deserve a second part.
Awesome. So we have Sam as daughter of Athena.
Harry could be the son of Hermes, just for the age style. I mean, Harry is a banker, that's why I picked Hermes.
I mean, Hermes makes sense. I see it for sure.
Bill could be the son of Charon, the ferryman.
Yeah, does he? I mean, he's not technically a god, but maybe.
I mean, he's a deity for sure, and I think he can sire children if he really wants to, and it would make sense with the sailing, because we can't
use Poseidon.
Yeah, I mean, we could also use a son of Poseidon, but the problem is if we use a Triton, for example, Bill wouldn't turn against the Sirens.
I mean, here goes my reference for Greek mythology, Percy Jackson. Percy had to face the Sirens. So, like, I know we set it up that...
True, Percy had to face the Sirens.
The Sirens aren't picking favorites. They don't fucking care.
Yeah, I know.
And even though they're, like, kind of like children of Poseidon and live in the sea, I don't think they're, like, actually protected by Poseidon or something, because they're monsters. I know some monsters are protected by gods. I don't know. I mean, we could just say it's a son of Poseidon and he wants to protect humans because his mortal sides, and...
Maybe he was, maybe Bill, that's why Bill is also more of a reason to be Sophie's dad, because Bill and Donna, they are of the same type of, they are on the same spectrum. Like, Donna is obviously a creature and Bill's obviously a hero, but they are on the same spectrum of, like, ocean.
Yes, that's what I was just thinking.
And that's, Bill might be the first person Donna has ever mated with on that level, because they are are from the same race or something, and that's also why she conceived Sophie from him, because they have the same DNA spectrum.
Yes, makes sense.
Just to bring in some biology.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't help being a biotechnologist.
So, and Harry was Hermes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Maybe Hermes is also that type of person who just demands that his children are starting with an H.
Yes.
He would be.
I actually didn't, I was like, yeah, folklore, fountain of Aphrodite, but I never thought we would get this deep into Greek mythology.
Yeah, here we are.
Okay, did we forget about anything? Do we have anything else we want to...
No, we have all the characters. We have a Greece island, which this time isn't fictional. Eva Claire. Yeah. We have found footage. We have, obviously, Last Girl Standing, as in last girls standing or last monsters standing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's obviously folklore. We have the killer never runs, is always right behind. We have multiple killers. I mean, we can have scenes where, like, someone is running away from, like, Sophie or Donna, and suddenly they're, like, right behind or in front of them because, like, they're creatures. Yeah.
That would look amazing on the footage.
Yeah, this stuff is perfect for found footage. Like I said, I think the horror in the first half of the film, before the wedding, is confined to found footage. Yes.
Just having you just see a shadow and then it's just
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Even though I'm not always a fan of jump scares.
If they're clever, they work. And I think you can do some clever jump scares in this. And it doesn't have to be just jump scares. It could be just disturbing, like, images. And we could do the thing which Paranormal Activity did perfectly. Because they basically trained the watcher to be afraid of a certain shot. Because there's this one shot, like, when they go to bed. I haven't seen it. I just know that because of Dead Meat. There's a certain shot when they go, like, to bed, and in the night all this stuff happens. And it's, like, always the same camera shot because it's also found footage, and they always put the camera in the same spot. And often there's stuff happening, but not always. But because so many times stuff is happening, the audience is conditioned to be afraid as soon as they see this kind of shot.
I hate Paranormal Activity for exactly that.
But we could do exactly that with the camera footage as well. We could be training the audience to be really afraid as soon as we have the security camera. And maybe not something happens, and sometimes nothing happens.
Yeah, and people get mad at every single time they get jump scared because they're like, it's gonna happen now, it's gonna happen now. Nothing happens. Okay, I'm safe.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that would make an amazing movie once again. Yeah.
I think we're done.
We're done. We are done.
So we see you in the pitch meeting.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the pitch meeting. I'm Professor J.E.L.Lehnsherr.
And I'm Mels. And today we have a horror movie for you. Season appropriate because it's Halloween. It is called Mamma Mia! Happy Never After. Imagine a lovely Greek island, history embedded, picturesque, basically paradise on earth, where a single mother raises her quirky daughter all by herself while managing a hotel rumored to be built on the Fountain of Aphrodite. Sophie, her daughter, is about to get married to the dashing Skye. But something in this picture-perfect dream is amiss. Sophie's father. By going through some old recording, it is revealed that Donna is a siren. Nevertheless, she invites her possible fathers, only to find out they are heroes, ready to take the monsters out.
However, at the same time, Donna's old bandmates arrive in time for the wedding and help to turn the odds back to their favors. What started out as a blink and you miss horror lurking in the corner of your eyes has now turned into a bloodbath. A modern take on Greek mythologies in the realm of horror. And as the tale goes, they lived happily never after.
What do you think? I think it's gonna be a hit, and we need about like $52 million for it. I think that's like a small amount if you understand how much money this will make at the box office, how revolutionary it is going to be. The queers are going to eat it up. It's going to be campy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be about Greek mythology. It's going to have sexy heroes. It's going to have sexy sirens. There's a bit for, like, there's something for everyone in there.
Yeah, and also it will help flourish the culture and nature and shit.
What are you trying to say?
I was going to say, we're helping Greek.
Yeah, okay.
We're helping Greece with it. Like the tourism is going to be overboard.
Yes.
We're doing a great representative for the nation of Greece. Uh,
This movie will also compel millions of people to go to Greece to find, maybe, the fountain of Aphrodite or just the beautiful nature themselves.
I'll just, try to kill some sirens. But yeah, anyways, the queers are gonna love it because we have Amanda Seyfried, we have Dominic Cooper, we have the most incredible Meryl Streep, and the fathers aren't bad either.
They are indeed not. Yeah, that's the end of another episode. You can follow us on Instagram under @J.E.L.Lehnsherr_official or on YouTube. Our channel name is just J.E.L.Lehnsherr. We also upload our episodes there if you're interested to listen to it on YouTube. There's some fun out there as well. All of those things are also linked in the description. If you want to interact with us, our DMs on Instagram are open. You can always just text us there. You can buy the books also by following the link in the description or just searching for J.E.L.Lehnsherr books. It's available on ePubly, Amazon, some bookstores. Basically, yeah, just Google it and you'll find it.
If you like this podcast and want some more of it, be sure to subscribe. We're always happy for more followers and like to interact with you. And leave a review if you like us on Apple Podcasts, because it helps us new podcasters to get... It helps us new podcasters to get known in the world. And we can...
Through all dimensions.
Yeah, mention us. Refer us to your friends or your enemies.
Or frenemies.
Or frenemies. We like a good enemies to lovers stories. Yeah, if you like us, subscribe, review, and have a fantastic day. So, what's there left to say? Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening from my side as well. And I would say we say this time not safe travels. Until next time, we say safe travels and happy Halloween.
Yes.
Safe travels and happy Halloween!